Okay, you ready for the quiz? It's very easy. It's yes or no. You just answer yes or no. I have 10 questions. So the top line question, does it make sense? All right? Does it make sense? Does it make sense to allow millions of foreign nationals to enter the USA unsupervised? Because that's what's happening. Does that make sense? Yes or no? I know my answer. Question number 2. Does it make sense to abandon Afghanistan completely, leading to human rights abuses by the Taliban? You had to know that was going to happen. Does it make sense to completely abandon Afghanistan? Yes or no? Third question. Does it make sense to shut down the Keystone Pipeline and then turn around and ask Saudi Arabia to expand oil sales to the world? So we shut down our oil pipeline, but then we ask the Saudis to ramp up their production of oil. That makes sense? Okay. Fourth question. Does it make sense to support critical race teaching in schools that divides children on skin color basis? Does that make sense? Number 5. Does it make sense for the federal government to spend so much money that inflation explodes? Does that make sense? 6. Does it make sense to support no bail laws that allow criminals to commit more crimes? That makes sense? 7. Does it make sense to be one of only 7 countries in the world that allow unrestricted abortions? Only 7. About 300 countries in the world. Does it make sense to oppose voter IDs? So you want to buy booze? Gotta show an ID. Tobacco ID. Okay. You want to vote? No. Does it make sense to oppose voter IDs? 2 more. Does it make sense to say that white supremacists are a larger threat than jihadists? Not to me. It doesn't make sense. Oh, I gave away my answer. I'm sorry. Last question. Does it make sense for a president of the United States to accuse his own country of systemic racism? Does that make sense? All right, total it up, the quiz. So you should have 10 no's. No yeses. Now, if you have a yes, I want to know what you answered yes to. Bill@BillO'Reilly.com. Now, all of those 10 questions, Biden says yes. All of them. Makes sense to him.